Okay, boys and girls. So the first thing I want to say is that this is the second time this year that the worksheets that are on Cami do not actually align with the grammar or with the test on Think Central. That is why you are not having a grammar test this week. If you look over here, it says that this grammar goes with Don Quixote and the windmills. We actually don't have that story at all in our textbook. So this is from a different textbook that we don't have. However, it's still important to know the grammar. So once again, you will be working on these grammar pages through 235 and 236, but you will not be having a grammar test. Additionally, there are no projectables, so I'm just going to be going over the actual worksheets themselves. And if you have any questions, you can ask myself, Miss Cook, or Mr. B in Google Classroom. So let's take a quick look at what we have here. A contraction is a word formed by joining two words into one shorter word. An apostrophe takes the place of the letter or letters dropped in making the shorter word. You can combine some verbs with the word not to make contractions. So let's look at the list that they give us. Do plus not equals don't, have plus not equals haven't, are plus not equals aren't, and will plus not equals won't. Remember, willn't is not a word. Will plus not equals won't. So I just want to scroll down so that I can see the bottom of this page as well. And I will do number 1 here and number 6 here. So for 1 through 5 on the line, we need to write a contraction for the underlined words. So let's take a look. Number 1, Sancho hopes they will not meet the evil magician. Well, like I already said, willn't is not a contraction. So we are going to turn this into won't. So all you have to do is write won't on the line. Okay, excellent. For 6 through 8, you are going to rewrite the sentence using the contraction instead of what they have here. So to make this easier, I'm going to underline the ones that you need to turn into contractions. This way, there is no confusion. So once again, it's very difficult for me to write on this, so I will not be writing out the whole sentence. I will just write the contraction for number 6. The friends have not stopped traveling for many months. Well, have plus not equals haven't. So haven't is the contraction that I need here. Yikes, I think I'm getting worse somehow at writing with these pens, okay? Now let's take a quick look at our next page, if I could figure out how to do that with getting rid of this pointer. Okay, let's continue looking at this next page here. So we are using contractions with pronouns. Once again, this is page 236, your second assignment for today. You can make contractions with pronouns and some helping verbs. Use an apostrophe to take the place of the letter or letters dropped. So let's look at some of the examples they give us. I plus am equals I'm. They plus are equals their. You plus have equals you've. He plus is equals his. She plus has equals she's. He plus had equals he'd. So this is very similar to the page that you just did. You're going to, for 1 through 4, write the contraction on the line, and for 5 through 8, rewrite the sentence entirely. So let's take a look at number 1. You will like the story of Orlando. You plus will equals you'll. Oh, you apostrophe L. Good. And for number 5, I am reading the story of Orlando now. Well, I am is what you need to turn into a contraction, and that is capital I always, apostrophe M. I'm. To make this a little easier, I'm going to underline the words that you need to turn into contractions. So you're going to turn he has into a contraction, you're going to turn he had into a contraction, and you're going to turn you would into a contraction. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask myself or Mr. B or Miss Cook in the chat. Thank you, guys.